as a man, you naturally rely heavily on your sight. A lot of the decisions you make are based on really what we see in front of us. A lot of times we'll inadvertently plan paths that take us down roads that we perceive to be safe. If we're going to interact with anyone, if we're going to make a friend or take a lover, well, it's based on what we can see, usually. But today, in this society, you can't really see who it is that you're talking to. And what I mean by that specifically is the masks that people wear are more visible now than they ever have been before. Women have always worn masks. They've always portrayed themselves to be something that they're not. They've always hidden the fact that, they exist in a world where what you see is not what you get. But what you get is whatever they decide to give. And we're meant to be hidden mentally, shielded from the fact that this is something that has always been. If you look back in history, it used to be only prostitutes and politicians wore masks. And now society has been adapted to where everybody wears a mask. And it's not even a mask of makeup. It's an actual mask. A sea of faces that are hidden in a world that is in itself, at its base core level, a lie. When you look at someone today, you never really know what you're getting. And it's too dangerous to really try to take a deeper look, to try to get to know somebody, because the more information you give about yourself, what's your full name, where you live, how much money you make, and your potential to make more, coupled with your ability to be somewhat entertaining, is all wrapped up into one data ball that is used to destroy your life, to market things to you that you don't want, that you probably don't need, to give you pain that you might be undeserving of, and to ultimately make you a true servant to a system that hates you, all while never really knowing what the entity looks like that's deceived you. It's a very coordinated effort, and initially, most men live their entire lives never knowing why it is that they're in the situations that they're in. And most men don't question the fact that you very rarely get to see a woman's true face, what she really looks like. And what I mean exactly by that is her intentions. I believe that the number one reason why people are not properly educated in the school system is because a large part of educating someone is teaching them to notice, pay attention to, if need be, avoid or cater to someone else's intentions. That in itself is the true essence of business and business strategy. Knowing what someone wants and fulfilling a need. Being of use. Women today are taught this strategy. And they're taught it in order to feed on us men. And they've gotten so good at it that they can do it without being in shape, being in massive amounts of debt, and never truly revealing what they actually look like. Society caters to the affairs that often lead to your downfall as a man. And if you don't pay attention to these things, to someone's intentions, more often than not, you're going to get what is known as the short end of the stick. You won't be able to effectively excel at life, because this doesn't just apply to dating. This doesn't apply to your relationships. This doesn't just apply to business. This applies to your everyday life, your everyday existence. Knowing what someone wants when you walk into a store. Knowing that the store owner wants you to make a purchase so they can make a profit. Knowing that the reason for you to go to school is for them to be able to trade you a dream for money. And the truth is, they don't even want your money. They want the financing company to give you a loan, and they get the loan. You don't even get to touch it. And a woman wants your very soul. And for you to live, breathe, and die serving her. And not knowing this, not being taught this, is something that has done a disservice to every man. As Nipmore, we have to see past the foolishness of today so that we can get through the weeks, months, and years and excel in our very lives, to truly move forward, to truly think, and to ask why. Why is this way? Everyone that you meet in your life has an intention. They have a goal. They have an objective that they're trying to fulfill, a need, a want, a desire. In knowing this, you can know someone's actions. I don't advocate for the game of chess. And the reason why I don't advocate for it is because I know the intention and the design of chess. But one thing that it does teach you is foresight, forethinking, thinking ahead. Society tells a man to live in the moment. It tells all of us to live our best lives now. Live our best lives now in a world where we can't properly see anything. Where everyone now openly wears masks and you have no idea what's going on. In reality, it's impossible for you to live your best life now unless you love a world that is, in fact, masked and gives you affairs with those who deal in falsehoods. You have to have affairs and liaisons with people who you can never truly know, because you're taught never to truly ask any questions. This whole world is a masked affair. And it's always been like that. I say we need to start seeing what's there and believe what is, not what we think. I encourage everyone to meditate on my words. Peace.